Hello everyone, my name is Alexia Doge and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I wanted to make a quick video on what I've been doing recently. So for those of you that don't know, when I was in high school, I struggled with a lot of acne and acne scarring and hyperpigmentation. And I was basically prescribed Retin A by my dermatologist to get rid of that acne scarring. I have been using it recently because I am currently struggling with, a little bit of hyperpigmentation that I get when I come on my cycle, and in general, like just trying to take care of my skin and trying to take care of aging effects. And so pretty much I was prescribed vitamin A in a tube, and it really did help me clear up my acne scarring in about 6 weeks consistently. Now what I did want to talk about is recently I have started using that again, just because I am concerned about just in general like aging, making sure my skin kind of stays clear, it's like free of wrinkles. Sometimes I hardly get acne anymore, but sometimes I will get a few spots here and there, if I'm coming on my cycle or something. But this video is really geared towards anyone that kind of needs it out there and anyone that really has skin concerns. I wanted to basically share my regimen. Quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed dermatologist, so I recommend that you consult with your primary care doctor or dermatologist before using anything on your skin. Like I said, when I first started using it, I was prescribed by my dermatologist because at that point in time, it was a really big skin concern of mine. Now I do have really sensitive skin. I also have eczema. But since I've been here, I've been able to basically get a hold of all my symptoms, if that makes sense. Like I said, I did want to share my regimen. So if anyone's out there, currently using the same thing and wants to know exactly how I was able to keep up with my skin without getting irritated, or at least minimizing the irritation, then keep watching. So I'm gonna explain the steps that I used. I actually got this from one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm going to link her channel and the exact video down below. But when I first started using Retin A, my dermatologist had told me if I'm using it, I have to use sunscreen. So when you're using it, what it does is that it strips the first layer of your skin. It's almost like doing a TCA acid peel. So you do have to protect your skin from UV rays going out in the sun, because you might be trying to correct one source of hyperpigmentation, but if you leave your skin unprotected and you go out in the sun, then you're basically causing more hyperpigmentation. You're allowing the UV rays to burn your skin, and then you get secondhand burns. And honestly, this goes for anything. In general, I believe as human beings, we need to get in the habit of protecting our skin, because yeah, it's nice to be out in the sun, but we don't understand the extent of damage UV rays cause to the skin. So just in general, I would recommend getting in the habit of protecting your skin with sunscreen anywhere you go. But I did want to get into my routine. Basically, the video I had watched, when I had first started using Retin A, the one side effect, like I said, is that it pretty much peels the first layer of skin, and it encourages cell turnover. So it encourages your skin to, boost collagen, produce new skin. Skin turns over, it reveals new skin, and that skin is very sensitive. So your job is basically to protect the new skin as it's coming out from, UV rays. As well, one issue that I did have, and one issue that I see a lot of women talk about, or one issue that I see a lot of people talk about is, as you're doing it, it does require the skin peeling. And that can be a cause of irritation for a lot of people, especially if you wear makeup or you want to be seen out. It kind of looks like, and I'm going to be very frank, it looks like you're a snake and your skin is shedding, basically. Another thing is, climate. Depending on where you live, in the world, it can kind of affect, the treatment of the skin or how sensitive your skin is, when you start doing the treatment. I personally, when I had first started, I used to live in Lagos. Lagos is very humid, extremely sunny. It's a, beach state, if that makes sense. So I did have issues with my skin being. So she really didn't give too much details about how to actually take care of my skin while doing the treatment, but that video really helped me out a lot. I actually had to go out and do a lot more research on people that were doing similar treatments as I was. So when I stumbled across a video, basically she had explained how she was taking care, or should I say exfoliating. Let me not say exfoliating. How she was basically removing the dead skin to reveal the new skin, but at the same time protecting her skin and basically helping the cell turnover. What she had said in the video was pretty much to use a very light exfoliating pad. And when I say light, you don't want it to be something that's rough on the skin. You just want something that's going to be able to buff away the dead skin. She also had recommended using vitamin E oil. Now, what the vitamin E oil is going to do is that it's going to help moisturize your skin, seal in moisture, and stop the skin from tearing. The micro tears basically cause, again, hyperpigmentation. You don't want to bruise your skin or further damage your skin barrier. Now, one thing I will say about retin A is that it dries out your skin a lot. So if your dermatologist is prescribing it to you, they'll tell you not to use it all over your face, just on the problem areas, literally just on the places that you have hyperpigmentation. Why that is that some people are very sensitive to it and not everyone reacts to it the same way. So you want to see how the skin is going to hold up using that product, almost like doing a patch test. As well, basically the vitamin E oil helps with, again, cell turnover. So it's going to help you with producing new skin cells and accelerating the process, so accelerating how fast your skin kind of produces new cells or new skin cells. That way, you're not removing the first layer of skin and then it's basically all bruised. This way, it's like your skin is like rejuvenating underneath that layer. So as you're buffing away the old skin, you do see the new skin coming out. Also, it does help with keeping the skin, I want to say, like I said, moisturized. So oil will help with, movement, you wanting to smile and like stopping tears and stuff like that. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, once you start, you understand exactly what I'm saying. With that, my dermatologist actually recommended, and it was the same thing said in that video, using a very gentle cleanser. So you want to stay away from anything with any actives in it or active ingredients in it, mainly because the retin A itself is a very strong and potent active ingredient. So anything else will only cause further irritation to the skin. So stay away from salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, anything basically used for acne. The main ingredient here is going to be that vitamin A that's basically going to target both anti-aging and the acne problems and your hyperpigmentation. Cleansers I recommend are anything hyperallergenic, for one, nothing with fragrances or anything. I recommend Cetaphil. If you're in Nigeria, you can't find Cetaphil. I believe it was the tea tree oil line, I believe Dr. Organics. They have a really good, very gentle cleanser. You can use the simple line as well. Just make sure there are no active ingredients or no acids in it, and you should be good. Right after cleansing, I take my exfoliation pad. I put a few drops of vitamin E oil on it and a few drops on my face, and I use that to gently buff away the dead skin. Now, when I say buff away, I don't mean exfoliate, because that's exactly what the vitamin A is already doing to your skin. So you don't want anything that's going to cause further irritation. Cleansers I recommend are anything hyperallergenic, for one, nothing with fragrances or anything. I recommend Cetaphil. If you're in Nigeria, you can't find Cetaphil. I believe it was the tea tree oil line, I believe Dr. Organics. They have a really good, very gentle cleanser. You can use the simple line as well. Just make sure there are no active ingredients or no acids in it, and you should be good. Right after cleansing, I take my exfoliation pad. I put a few drops of vitamin E oil on it and a few drops on my face, and I use that to gently buff away the dead skin. Now, when I say buff away, I don't mean exfoliate, because that's exactly what the vitamin A is already doing to your skin. So you don't want anything that's going to cause further irritation. Also, right after that step, you do always want to make sure that you put on moisturizer. Again, something hypoallergenic, no actives, but something that's actually going to seal in that moisture. So the vitamin E oil is going to help with that. It's going to have a layer on your face already from buffing it away. I recommend rinsing with cold water. This is going to help further stop the irritation or reduce the redness that you would get from using this product. I also recommend using paper towels to basically clean your face. So no actual towels or bacteria and, fungi and whatever that live in actual towels. You can't get everything out, but paper towels are a lot more sanitary. And basically, you don't want to mess up your progress. So you don't want a situation where, you're trying to get rid of acne. And this is from my acne people out there. You're trying to get rid of your acne, but then you're you're transferring more bacteria on your face. You don't need that. So you want a situation where you're not counteracting the effects of your treatment. Also, so rinse with cold water, use a paper towel, dab your face. Do not pull on your skin, because like I said, it's new skin, very sensitive, so you don't want to cause any smile lines or wrinkles or anything like that. And use a moisturizer to seal all that in, and use a sunscreen on top. This is for my ladies out there using makeup as well. You're still exposed to the sun, so use that sunscreen right underneath your makeup, and then prime, and then put on. My last tip would be to not put that retin A on any area of your face that will be sensitive, because it's going to cause a lot of irritation, and you do not want that. So try your best not to put it around your mouth, around your nose. These areas are very sensitive, and anywhere around your eyes. One thing about retin A is that when you do put it on, it spreads. So you don't want to put it anywhere that would be overly sensitive and would damage, the sensitive skin around those areas. I mean, at your own discretion, but personally, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, for the most part, that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions about where I get my retin A, or you know, my vitamin A treatment, just let me know down. So I really hope this video helped. For anyone looking for sources of retin A, if you're having trouble finding it, just let me know down in the description box below, or send me an email. I'll respond fairly quickly to that email. I'll put my email in the description box as well. I do know in the US that you can only get it prescribed. I do have a few sources, but like I said, just let me know and I can go ahead and email that information to you. I do know in Nigeria that you don't need a prescription for it, so you can get it at almost any pharmacy. But again, use at your own risk and talk to your doctor or dermatologist about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.